What is up, everybody? It is Jonathan here for the third week of the iRacing Fast Chase Racing Series All-American Tag Team. We have Jonathan Reno on the pole. I can't even remember to spell my own name. And Nick Gould on the pole for the GT4 class. Here at Mid-Ohio. And if I can do this correctly before we get going, go. There is your full grid. Also, we got doesn't want to work, it seems like. Alright, well, anyways, we're gonna get going here. Green flag, we're racing at Mid-Ohio. Still trying to work all this stuff, I'm telling you. And 1 second here, I will bring up the minutes here once I find it. Is that it? Yes, there we go. 45-minute race. Once again, like usual for each week. Wonder if it gets out to a good lead. As we'll quickly go back to the GT4. They get the green flag already. They separate themselves so we don't get into any big mess. Or just traditionally, that's how the sports car racing does it. They separate them, give them some distance and stuff. But Nick Gould on the pole for that. He has the lead right now going into I don't even remember these turns, so I apologize the number of turns. I want to say this is turn 3 or 4, man. I think it's turn 4. Quickly go back up to the GT3 class as Jonathan Reno has pulled away from DJ Underwood once again. I will talk about this quickly because, you know, road course racing is a little bit more spread out to talk about. But I want to say this: we debating about me going to the GT4. A lot of people have, and that's convinced me to stay in the GT3 because there's still a lot of things I need to learn. And what that entails of is trying to pass slower cars. I've always been in a car either slower or, like in general, if I would just race another series, you know, whatever, NASCAR or something, I'm usually not the fastest guy. And that leads to being getting passed, so I've always been in that position. Never being the passer, whatever. But either way, I feel like this is, for me, should be a better opportunity to learn all that stuff as well. And the rest of the season, the tracks are pretty wide open. As DJ has spawned, I think going up to, yes, it's, I forget what that turn is, but it's a the blind turn. And if you off-camera yourself too much, it will spin the car out. Kind of have to float. You got to float the car. You got to brake, but then float it at the same time. And then to be very careful getting back on the gas where it wants to spin out. Even with ABS and traction control, it will try to spin the car out. But DJ gets going once again. Let's go back to the GT4 class battle. Nick Gould is ahead of Kyle Cleveland here. About a second now. Let's see. We got Wes Graham trying to pass Clayton Cyrus here. On the inside here, going into turn number, I'll call it turn number 2 here. And he'll get past him. He'll move up to the overall 10th position, and that would be 3rd in his class. And there goes a flying cone. Rip the cone. Actually got some pretty good battles here in GT3. You got Alex Reno, who's second after DJ spun, and now DJ gets past Hailed there, the 6th spot, and I want to say, well, actually 6 overall as well, or 6 in class as well. Go back to the battle here between Alex and Blaine in the 18 here. Of course, Orndorff has once again got to a almost a 10-second lead here. Here comes the 18 looking inside. And Alex here over the crest of the 6th turn? I don't remember what these turns are. There's so many turns. When it comes to road course racing, get me asking about the turns. Maybe sometime I'll be able. I'll figure out to put a map. I know there's ways to put maps on here, track maps. So I maybe even do that just so I can understand what turn they are. At least I can count, right? Still a pretty good battle here. Alex is good in some areas. Lane, whoa. I think he's going to make a dive bomb into that corner, but it's just the way Alex is approaching that the turn. Up to a 12.5-second lead already. I think it's a pretty good battle. It's one good battle I see. Check on Brian here, trying to battle with Clayton Cyrus here. Brian trying to look inside here. Cannot do it. Try to go up to the tight kind of mini corkscrew kind of thing here. I don't know the actual names to these, because sometimes there's names to a track or to turns. But right now Brian is trying to get a run on Cyrus here. Looking at any other battles here, but right now it looks like everyone kind of spread out. Go back up to the GT3 class, as this battle still kind of tightening up here. And Lang in the 18 dives into that turn, I think turn 4, and gets 2nd spot with a good move. DJ is starting to make up some ground after that early spin there. DJ in that number 66 car. Go on board with him for a little bit. Oh, who's that? I think that was the 18. Yes. Looks like he got loose and spun out going into the turn 1, but gets going once again. Austin in 33 here as DJ pouncing on Alex here for that 3rd spot. Still, Jonathan Orner still has a 21-second lead over the whole field. Oh, see how he's doing up here. Just chilling, chillaxing. Having a good old time by himself. It's a good thing he's got a teammate to talk to, because I think he'd be a little bored. All right, let's go back to the, let's go back to DJ here. As he's going to make a pass inside of Alex here. Going down a long, I don't know, call it the back straightaway. I don't think it's in the back straightaway. Mid straightaway, I don't know what you call it. But he's going to pass Alex and get that position, move up to P3. Now we'll set his sights on Austin here. Now, I will say this, that some drivers, one person who's leading this race, forgot to fill up the whole car for the race. So, some guys will have to make pit stops. That could change the outcome of this race. Oh, and there goes DJ again around. Hangs on to it. That's a nice save by DJ. He almost completely spun out, but he saves it. Only lost that one spot to Alex, so it's going to regain that position back. But I think, considering the first spin, that one was a lot better than the first one. He was going to spin again. Right now, there's no really decent battles. Maybe with Brian here. Again, still trying to battle with Clayton Cyrus here. Oh, and there goes Brian into the back of Clayton Cyrus there. Looks like no harm, no foul in that incident there. I think Clayton checked up maybe a little more than Brian was anticipating, and just a little pop to the rear. But looks all good. Car looks okay. Both cars look okay, so we'll move on from there. Let's go back to DJ after spinning out for the second time. Call that the half spin for the second one. I don't think it was a full spin. He got going pretty fast, so he's starting to run down Alex again for the third spot. Again, DJ started second in this race. He was trying to keep up with Morndorf, and he spun out the first time. As potentially got a wreck happening here. I heard a crunch, but I think we're all good still. You can hear those, like, I don't know if the car's dragging the track or just hits a wall, but either way, like I said, ignore the 29-second difference in Orndorff right now. Pretend this is the battle for the late or something. As Guzzy, looks like there's a battle between Guzzy and Lane here. Let's find that battle. Up as DJ. We'll switch back to DJ. He's just gotten past Alex for that third spot once again. And I want to make this very clear to you guys that, yes, I am doing this in a first person style. Like, I don't know what's happening behind me. Like, okay, so I'm in my own race, so this is live. This is live to me because I don't know what's going on here. So apologize if I miss a pass here and there, just because I'm not like sure 100%. But DJ gets back to third as he's going to run down Austin for that second spot. This battle here is just not stopping here. As we'll switch to the in-car camera here. We might have a battle here. Oh, and Brian goes wide off the third to last turn there. But somehow regains it and stays with him. Good recovery. Let's go back up the DJ here. He is right on. I don't say right on the bumper, but he's getting closer to Austin here. Under about 6/10, half a second behind now in closing. Trying to look for any other battle here. Besides the one with Brian and Cyrus. Again, kind of open up about to a second gap again between Austin and DJ. Let's actually go to the GT4 class to kind of give an update what's going on there. As you have Nick Gould in the three car, Cops car, who's leading the GT4 class. Got Kyle Cleveland there in the 24 in second in the class. Wes Graham in the 88, third in class, 10th overall. As it looks like Orndorff is starting to pass the GT4 class here. And he'll get by them, and the battle between Brian and Cyrus. And that was one pass that, again, as I was talking about how didn't know how to approach it. I thought the one thing about the GT3 cars, they are faster than GT4, but there's like a weird, especially at certain tracks, and I think this track kind of lends to this. Our cars launch better, but then we kind of stall for a second, and then we gain the speed at the end of the straightaway. So we just don't have what we're kind of equal for a little bit, and that leans to that. Okay, should I make a pass here? Or shouldn't, because am I gonna have enough speed to get into the corner? Or I'm not gonna have enough speed. That's where it lends to kind of some issues that happens for me. So that's why we kind of, I guess you want to say, we've all kind of agreed on me being in a GT3, so I learned how to be better on passing people. And again, this track, and Brian goes flying off the track. I mean, as I'm yapping about something else, hangs on to it. Wow, what a thing! Got loose. He gunned. Maybe just got on the gas a little too soon, coming out of that turn, and almost looped it around. But good save on his part. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's go back to this. Oh, it thought it was going to be a battle, but Austin has pulled away from DJ. To 2.5 seconds now. Let's see. We're trying to find a good battle here. Now, Wes Graham is trying to, believe it or not, could be passing a GT3 car. Yeah, I'm just not, I guess you want to say not having it today, or just not a good track for him. But the top three in the GT4 class are pretty spread out. As, oh wait, we had trouble. Austin up in the corner, the second to last turn, spun out and allows DJ to take that second spot. And Austin is starting to lose. He lost third and could potentially lose. Excuse me, he lost third. He's in fourth, could potentially lose fourth, but hangs on to it as of right now. But DJ now is MP2, 32 seconds behind Jonathan Orndorff. Guzzi into pit road. I mean, he could be the one person that is looking to get fuel. Remember, I said that some people maybe their cars couldn't go distance regardless. Yep, he stopped. It looks like he either had a fast spare or had to get fuel. But either way, he's up and going again. As Orndorff about to put him a lap down here. Now they're in the same class, in the GT3 class. So let's see if you don't see any good battles here late. Austin actually gets back to P3. Maybe not. We'll check that battle. Austin in 3. Yes, in P3 now. Alex in 4th. Here's your 5th class and overall. Lane and 18. Go back to the GT4 class for Nick Gould and leading his class, 6 overall. As Nick has got a about 2.5 second lead over Kyle Cleveland here. This race was a pretty spread out race for sure. As we're approaching the 25-minute mark here on this race, which means we'll have 20 minutes to go here. We'll get to that mark. 20 minutes to go. And this race. Jonathan Orndorff, who has a 28-second lead over DJ Underwood, is kind of buying his time behind Guzzi here in that 26 Corvette, Barbie Corvette. Gotta love the Barbie. Got a little loose there, but hangs on to it. I want to be very clear about this too. Just because he's got a 27-second lead doesn't mean he's 100% on Sunday drive. Feels like it. But there's things that he's learning that still, could lead to, better experience for him. Like, how do I deal with passing your own class? Like, you're about the same speed. Pretty hard the same speed. Do I throw it in there just because, well, thinking you're a lapper? It's like, no, I mean, there's so many things of learning. As I'm still kind of waiting for deciding when to make a move on Guzzi. That would put him one lap down. Right now, there's no major battles here. There's a big gap between DJ and Alex now. There's a big gap, let's see, about 5-second gap between Alex and Austin. The only close battle here is Caleb and Wes, but Caleb is in a GT3 and not doing so well, and actually he's right in front of Jonathan. We could put him a lap down here. As this time it looks like, wonder if we'll get a good run down the back straightaway, going to turn number 4, and we'll get past Guzzi to put him one lap down. The next person up to put a lap down is, I believe, Caleb in that 2 car. He's right up there. Again, same class as Jonathan Orndorff in the GT3. And there was a battle between Austin and Blaine here. It looks like guys thought switch. Or he had an issue, which potentially he did. But let's go back up to Orndorff here, as he's now working a lot of the GT4 class once again. Coming up on Wes Graham here. As you can tell, see how the car kind of stalls just for a little bit until right at the end it gets top speed in the car. But he goes around West there. Put him a lap down. No excuse me, no major battles here going out throughout the field. There's a lot of when it comes to these kind of races, you get spread out pretty easily sometimes. It depends on what track, right? Next week is Road America. Let's see. Okay, here we go. He's gonna try to pass Kyle Cleveland here, and I'll tell you right now what's gonna happen. All right, he goes inside. Thinks he's got enough momentum, and he does not. And that's where Kyle goes wide. And again, and this is how I'm thinking it, I think I have enough speed. The car does launch better, and then it stalls for a brief moment, and then right at the end it gets top speed. That's in my brain. I'm thinking I have enough speed to pass him. But in reality, I realize, okay, no, I'm entering a little more sharper turn. Maybe I should wait. But by the time I had figured all that in my brain, I was committed. that was happening. So I was like, well, I'm committed now. I can't just back out now or really cause a wreck. So me and Kyle did talk about that and explain what happened there. I'm just not used to being a fast car. So being that there's a lot more to learn being a fast car than versus it being a slower car. Alex Reno has pitted. Don't see any damage on his car. Could be that he needs to go into the pits and get fuel. And yep, maybe that was it. He had to get some fuel, or he got fast repaired. Not really sure. I didn't see anything in that sense, but that's going to put Alex in 5th. As you can see that the GT3 leader, overall leader, Jonathan Order, is about to catch his teammate in the other class. Tag team style is based on that you have a teammate in the other class. Okay, so though we don't necessarily go over that anymore, that's a lot to do, but we do have our individual classes and an overall championship. And let's be clear, a GT4 person can still win the overall championship if if I was to have a lot of problems or DJ and kind of mix it around that loud, and then one guy can be consistent and win the main championship. But right now, something order of kind of being a little relaxed on his teammate. As Orndorff, he's coming in. Looks like he's going to have to make a pit stop to get fuel. Again, some of these setups, this is an open setup, so some people can have a lot of fuel and some won't. It just depends on the setup. And actually, I'll say this: I forgot to fill up my car. I forgot to fill up my car. And because of that, that's what led me to not be able to finish it on the full tank. As Orndorff gets out in second, as DJ will take the lead over. So this is where a lot of this also comes from, like, hey, should I move to GT4? But this scenario can still happen. Not every racetrack where I have enough fuel. And again, well, probably next year we'll do one. He's thinking about doing just one car, 2 cars difference, just because of this factor, like, you know, not having the same setup. If we all have the same setup, then it can't really be an advantage or disadvantage. But really, here's the truth. I'm about a second and a half. Let me put third person. Jonathan Orders is about a second and a half behind DJ Underwood, and could potentially close once again on him. Trying to see if we got any other battles going on. West Graham looks like with that little issue there in turn one there with Kyle Cleveland, West Graham has caught. And that's another thing. When GT3 classes are catching GT4 classes, you also got to be mindful that they're running for a battle too. So there's just so many other things that you got to learn it, and then just say, okay, well, I'm gonna barrel into turn one, and you just get out of my way because you're a slower car. No, this doesn't work that way. You gotta know that, okay, hey, these guys are battling for something too. I can't just ruin their race because I want to be faster. That just doesn't how it work. But as looks like we do have that battle between Orndorff and DJ. Orndorff ran the bumper. Orndorff's starting to complain that his car is getting tighter, especially being behind DJ a little bit. Not sure how much dirty air is affected on these cars, but he is pushing it, trying to get past him to where he's having a little bit of an issue getting the car to rotate. He's starting to get tighter. As Orndorff goes off the track, hangs onto it, nails a cone. Sign on, cone. Here still trying to battle. Wonder if as we've got a battle for West Graham again. That keeps closing up. As we'll go back to Orndorff. Orndorff right there. Any second can pounce on DJ, trying to find any spot to make a move. DJ goes wide. Here comes Orndorff inside. Can he get it side by side? It's going to be actually now a right. It's going to be a left-hander. It's going to allow DJ as DJ slides a little bit wide there. Ooh, Orndorff almost gets into the rear of DJ there. Can't do it. I wonder if it's just flying through that turn. Using every ounce of asphalt and a little bit of grass to help him get through that turn. Wes as got a battle here between Wes and Kyle Cleveland here. As you can see, the two leaders in GT3 class are approaching these two. So this is another thing, right? Now you have two battles. You have Kyle Cleveland and Wes battling for second in their class. Then you have the two GT3s battling. So again, how do you do that? How do you get through both classes, still trying to stay with your class, but not affecting someone else's? That's something when you're a faster car, it's always something to figure out. And trust me, it wasn't easy. As Kyle Cleveland will actually hold off West Graham there for a little bit. Let's go back to the GT3 class, and for the overall win here, DJ still trying to hold off. As you can see right in front of you, the two second and third in GT4. The leader in GT4 has a 6-second lead, right? No, sorry, 7-second lead. This is going to be very interesting here. Orndorff's actually falling off to a 1.4 seconds. I think tires are starting to give up on him. As DJ is approaching the GT4 class, how does he get by? And does that allow Orndorff to catch him again? As we're under 5 minutes to go in this race, DJ slides right in front of West there. As Orndorff is not close enough to make any kind of charge. Here comes DJ on the outside. He'll get by. Kyle Cleveland, Orndorff struggling a little bit to get past both of them. As we're going to Orndorff trying to stay off and goes wide. Oh, off the grass there a little bit. Hangs on to it. As now DJ is pulled away from Orndorff. Now up to a 4-second lead. But we're getting down to the end of this race. DJ still pulling away from Orndorff as he's trying to get past those two guys in GT4, the GT4 class there. There it goes again. He's going to try one more time. There it goes. Now he's got the speed. Can he complete it? Gets on the brakes. He can't go too wide. And he does as he clips the curbing. And once again goes too wide. I think there was a combination of his tires giving up. And you can tell he gives some space. He realizes, okay, enough's enough. I'll just sit behind these guys. He has a 36-second lead over Blaine in the 18 car in third place. So he decides to just kind of concede here. He knows he can't catch DJ at this point in time. And you might as well just sit behind these guys at this point. But that's another thing. When your tires are worn out, when you are on the edge of traction and you're trying to race hard to stay with your own class, how do you race the other guys? And it's, again, you want to be nice to them. You don't want to cause any issues in a way that affects their race, but there's so much to go into this. It's not just say, just blow past them. And again, like I said, next week is Road America, a lot longer straightaways, so it should be a little easier to get by the GT4 classes. You will have a lot more distance, a lot more width of the track. Tracks that do have more speed in them will be better. Will be better off. So I think you'll just see better racing from Orndorff and passing these guys once the tracks open up. But anyways, we have under a minute left, so we should have had the white flag last time by. If I'm not mistaken, I think we had the white flag by. If not, it will be one to go here. Yes, this should be the white flag right here. White flag. One more lap to go here. As DJ in the GT3 class, again, has a 6-second lead. 6-second lead. As he goes a little wide there. Oh, he's slow. He's very slow. He's down to 5.5. Something's wrong with him. With the car. I think he could be low on fuel. That's what he's... Yes, he's low on fuel. Wonder if he might have a shot here still. 2.8. But I wonder if still have a shot. .9 is kind of stabilized right now. 2.7, 2.6. He is gaining. He is super close. Back straightaway here. Into the final few turns here. 2.4 seconds. 2.3. Coming to the checkered flag. He'll have enough. DJ Underwood will actually get his first win of the season and win at Mid-Ohio as he sputters right at the line. So close for Orndorff to get by, but he gets the win as Bay hangs on to get that win. Now Nick Gould, oh, look out. Nick Gould still has to go around one more time. So we'll follow him as he gets to the end here. But he's got a commanding lead. And in fact, because Kyle and Wes were a lap down behind DJ, they can't make any more positions up, so they're locked in. So let's go to, as the results are still going through here, I think we can pull these up here. Yes, so here is the final results of this race. DJ wins. Jonathan second, Blaine third, fourth Austin, fifth and is Alex, sixth is Nick Gould for overall. 7th, Kyle. 8th, West. Caleb, 9th. Clayton, 10th. Brian, 11th. Mitchell, 12th. And Guzzi, 13th. Class winners are DJ Underwood, and for GT4, Nick Gould gets it done. Well, guys, that is going to do it for this one. If you did like this video, enjoyed this race, make sure you hit the like button. And if you're new to this channel and want to see more of this, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you for the next one.